Cowboys fans, brace yourselves. The NFL rumor mill is churning out a bombshell that could shake Dallas to its core. Imagine Dak Prescott, the face of America's team, suiting up for the Raiders or Seahawks by midseason. Crazy, right? But here's why this wild trade scenario isn't as far-fetched as you might think. Stay tuned as we dive into the perfect storm brewing in Dallas that could send shockwaves through the entire league. Is this the end of an era for the Cowboys, or just another summer of NFL gossip? Let's break it down. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. As we approach the 2024 NFL season, an eerie silence has fallen over Dallas. The Cowboys and Dak Prescott, their franchise quarterback, seem to be at an impasse. No contract negotiations. No extension talks. No clear vision for the future. It's a silence that's speaking volumes, and it's got the entire league buzzing with speculation. Now, we all know that in the NFL where there's smoke, there's often fire. And right now, there's enough smoke around the Cowboys' quarterback situation to set off every alarm in Texas. This brings us to a bold prediction that's turning heads and raising eyebrows across the football world. Bleacher Report's Brad Gagnon has come out with a prediction so audacious it's making even the most seasoned NFL analysts do a double-take. Gagnon suggests that we might see Dak Prescott traded mid-season to a playoff contender. Yes, you heard that right, a potential trade of one of the league's most high-profile quarterbacks right in the middle of the season. Now, before you dismiss this as mere clickbait or wild speculation, let's break down the factors that make this scenario more plausible than you might think. The Cowboys' off-season inertia. Let's face it, the Cowboys' off-season has been about as exciting as watching paint dry. While other teams have been making splashy signings and blockbuster trades, Dallas has been surprisingly quiet. This lack of roster improvement could set the stage for a disappointing start to the season. Financial handcuffs. Prescott's contract situation is the elephant in the room. His $55.5 million salary cap hit for the 2024 season is a financial albatross around the Cowboys' neck. It's limiting their ability to make moves and improve the team. If the Cowboys decide this financial burden isn't worth the on-field results, it could push them towards a drastic move. Internal turmoil. All is not well in the Cowboys' locker room. Head coach Mike McCarthy seems to be on borrowed time, with many viewing him as a lame duck. Add to this the reported discontent of star receiver CeeDee Lamb, and you've got a recipe for internal strife that could derail the season before it even begins. NFC East competition. The Philadelphia Eagles aren't just knocking on the door of the NFC East, they're threatening to kick it down. With their strong off-season moves and continued development, many expect the Eagles to dominate the division. This could leave the Cowboys fighting for scraps in a highly competitive NFC playoff race. The Prescott paradox. Dak Prescott is undeniably talented, but the Cowboys seem hesitant to fully commit to him long-term. This uncertainty could lead to a now-or-never mentality, pushing the Cowboys to extract maximum value for their quarterback before potentially losing him to free agency. So, if this wild scenario does play out, where might Prescott end up? Gagnon points to two intriguing possibilities: the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. Las Vegas has been in quarterback purgatory since Derek Carr's departure. If they find themselves in playoff contention but lacking that final piece at quarterback, Prescott could be the perfect fit. Imagine Dak slinging passes to Davante Adams in the neon glow of Las Vegas. It's a combo that could light up scoreboards across the league. Seattle has been rebuilding since the Russell Wilson trade, but they've done so faster than many expected. If they're in the playoff hunt come midseason, adding a quarterback of Prescott's caliber could be the move that pushes them over the top. The combination of Prescott and DK Metcalf could be one of the most explosive in the NFL. Now, let's talk turkey. What would it take to pry Prescott away from the Cowboys? While Gagnon doesn't specify the exact compensation, we can make some educated guesses. For a quarterback of Prescott's caliber, we're looking at a king's ransom. We're talking multiple first-round picks at a minimum. If it's the Seahawks, you'd have to think DK Metcalf would be part of the conversation. For the Raiders, perhaps tight end Darren Waller and a haul of picks could be on the table. Whatever the package, it would need to be substantial enough to justify the Cowboys parting ways with their franchise quarterback mid-season. It's a high-stakes poker game, and the Cowboys would be looking to cash in big. It's worth noting that mid-season quarterback trades are about as rare as a perfect season in the NFL. The complexities of learning a new offense, building chemistry with receivers, and adapting to a new city make these trades incredibly challenging. However, Gagnon argues that the unique circumstances surrounding Prescott and the Cowboys make this scenario more plausible than usual. A major injury to a contender's quarterback or an unexpected playoff push by teams like the Raiders or Seahawks could set the stage for this blockbuster move. If such a trade were to happen, the ripple effects would be felt across the entire league. Here are just a few potential consequences. Cowboys' future, Dallas, would be signaling a full rebuild. They'd likely turn to a young quarterback or a veteran stopgap while they reassess their long-term plans. NFC East shakeup. Prescott's departure would likely cement the Eagles' dominance in the division, at least in the short term. Playoff race impact. Whichever team acquires Prescott would instantly become a more serious playoff contender, potentially altering the entire NFC landscape. Quarterback market. A Prescott trade would reset the quarterback market, potentially influencing future contract negotiations and trades league-wide. Cowboys brand. Trading away a fan-favorite quarterback mid-season could have significant implications for the Cowboys brand and fan loyalty. That's the end of today's video. I will see you guys in the next video. If you liked the video, please make sure to subscribe the channel for more upcoming videos.